hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to the summer product preview for Mary Kay. It's so nice to see everybody here already. I see Corrine is here. Alicia's here. Alicia, tell us who your beauty consultant is, who invited you tonight. I see Annette Thomas is here. And let's see who else. Liz Rodriguez Flores is here. Let's see. Gloria is here. Hey, Gloria. Let's see who else. Deidre's here. Linda Southerns is here. Linda Garcia. Wow, so great to see all of you here. So be sure to let us know who you are and where you're watching from. Oh, I see Rosie Amaya's here. Hey, everyone. Julia's here, or Julia invited you. Yeah, let us know. So good to see y'all. So I came with no makeup on tonight. Again, you're like, you came to the last month with no makeup on. I know, but I'm going to show you some new products that I'm really excited about. So for those of you that don't know, my name is Valerie Lucio Zielinski, all the way in Pflugerville, Texas. And my handsome husband, Jason, is my producer tonight. He may or may not come on camera. So Jason is helping us here tonight. And as you get on, besides letting me know who you are and what city and state you're watching from, also type in the chat the word summer. The word summer is going to get you entered into the live drawing that I'm going to do at the end. And Jason is frantically going to be making that wheel of names, and we're going to be doing the drawing at the end. So welcome, everyone. Welcome. Oh, Regina's here from Kansas City, and Corrine is her consultant. All right, Deidre's here. Lisa Parlato's here. Awesome. Well, thank you all for being here. So tonight is going to be fun. It's going to be quick. It's going to be fast. It's going to be packed with brand new products from Mary Kay just in time for summer. And there will be some viewing specials for you for watching. And so we want to reward our customers for watching. So there is a viewing special. And of course, there'll be a free product drawing at the very end. So if you are on your consultant's preferred customer list, chances are she has paid for you to receive this catalog. We actually pay Mary Kay. It's like 90 cents a name for each one of our valued customers to get this catalog. So be on the lookout for it. It'll be arriving around May the 15th. And there will be a sample on the inside. So I'll talk about what the sample is in a few minutes. But so be on the lookout for this book. And so if you want to be on your consultant, let me slow down. If you want to be on your consultant's preferred customer program, type in the word preferred, and let her know, like, hey, I want you to make sure you send me the book once a quarter. Okay, so the books change. We have a summer book. After summer will be fall. Then there'll be holiday and winter and spring and summer. Okay, so that's how many times the catalog changes. But the biggest news, we're going to talk about the biggest news with this launch is the, and can y'all hear me okay? Because someone just said they can't hear me. Okay, anyway, the biggest news is that we have brand new Time-Wise 3D foundations. And I'm so excited because these foundations, they're new and improved. They have smart cover. They've got Intella technology, and they have smart coverage. So tonight, I just have on light peach under eye corrector. I did my brows, and I have foundation primer on because I'm going to demonstrate the new foundation. I'm going to put, you can hear me good. Okay, thank you, Phoebe. I'm going to put the matte foundation on one side and the luminous on the other so you can see the difference. So what's so special about these new foundations? They come in 36 shades. 36 shades. So we have a shade for everyone. And they're going to have different names. So, our previous foundation had names like Ivory Beige Bronze. Well, the new foundations are going to be called Light, Medium, and Deep. So there are going to be seven shades. Let me get my shade thing here. There's 7 shades of light. There are 14 shades of medium, and there are 15 shades of deep. So, like I said, we've got a match for everyone. And they're not just like cool, neutral, like the previous foundations were. Yeah, it is exciting, Lynn. It's very exciting. They have like slightly olive undertones, neutral undertones, cool rosy, cool peach, um, neutral, cool yellow, warm olive, warm yellow. And when we get into the deeps, we're talking about warm peach, warm rosy, warm brown, golden warm, cool olive, warm brown. So there are a lot of different undertones. So myself and your beauty consultant, we are going to need to practice on lots of faces. So we are super excited to get with you and help you find your perfect match. The other thing about these foundations, look at them. They're gorgeous. And they are the same amount. So that was a question that came out. Is it the same amount of foundation? Just because the tube is more slender and taller, it is the same amount of foundation. Okay, so don't worry about that. You're not getting less for your money. It does have a needle nose applicator, which makes for easier application, no waste. It has, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this, buildable coverage. So you can build from medium to full coverage. It has a very lightweight feel. Even the Luminous, the matte and the Luminous both have lightweight feel. All day wear, humidity and sweat resistant, perfect for summer, perfect for those of us who are in Texas. And it has skin loving ingredients, like it has our TimeWise 3D complex in it. What's in our TimeWise 3D complex? Well, vitamin B3, resveratrol, which is a powerful anti-aging antioxidant, and an age-defying peptide. So it's skincare. It's the final step in skincare for your face. And so it's not just makeup. Think of it as skincare. And again, it comes into formulas, matte and luminous. So you're going to want matte if you want shine control. So if you are oily girl or even combination, you probably want to try the matte. If you are normal skin or normal to dry skin, you probably want to try the luminous. Now, I'm going to tell you my story in a second. So luminous gives you more of that glow, that dewy look, and it's also, in my opinion, more youthful looking. Okay. So I have been an oily girl my whole life, and then combination. And now that I'm 53, I'm still a little bit combination. Like I get shiny on my forehead, my nose area, but leaning more into the normal range. So I have been playing with these two foundations to decide if I want to do matte or luminous. And so I'll let you decide. I'll let you help me decide what you think is best for me. Now, the cool thing about these new foundations is that all of the shades come in matte and in luminous. So in our previous TimeWise foundations, that wasn't the case. Some of them, not all the matte shades came in luminous, and that was kind of a bummer for my luminous girls. So I'm going to do matte on one side, luminous on the other. Before I move into that, I'm going to use a new beauty tool that we have in Mary Kay, and I'll talk more about this in a second, how to use this, but this is also brand new. And so let's talk about shade matching. To get your perfect match, you're definitely going to want to get with your Mary Kay beauty consultant, okay? And have her match you. But you could also use our AI foundation matcher, and you'll find that on your consultant's MyShop website. So if you don't have your consultant's MyShop website, make sure that you get it from her. And these new shades will be on her website as of May the 16th. So if you get on there now and you want to be matched, you won't be able to be matched with the new shades right now, but I'm preparing you. You'll be able to do that starting the 16th of May. The new shades will be loaded so you can scan your skin, and it's best to scan your skin outside in natural lighting with no makeup on. So barefaced, natural light, do the AI scan, and it will suggest what color you should try. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm going to do the matte on my left side. Let me grab my mirror. And then I'm going to talk about tools that we have. But this new beauty tool, this is our new complexion sponge. And it says to go ahead and I'm going to put some, you can actually, I guess, put some dots on your face, but I want to control the amount. So I put a little bit on the back of my hand here, and you can either use your fingers to put it where you want it. I'm actually going to use the back side of this complexion blender, and you just dab it in. Now my complexion sponge is damp. Okay. So to just give that nice coverage, you're not going to drag this over the skin. You're going to dab it. Okay. And it is a really cool shape. I'm going to show you. You can use different parts of this complexion sponge for different things. It's a multitasking tool. Okay. So we've got the matte on this side, and again, has buildable coverage, but I'm just going to do one layer. Okay. That's the matte. And just FYI, I normally use Beige Neutral 210. Beige Neutral 210 is my foundation shade, and I have been using the matte. Oops, I think I squared a little bit too much. This is the Luminous sample. I have samples of the Luminous. So I'm going to do the Luminous on this side. So just for perspective, like I said, I'm a Beige Neutral 210, and Mary Kay has provided us a really cool foundation conversion chart. So if you know what foundation you are in the current Timewise 3D foundations, your consultant can look it up for you and tell you what foundation she thinks you're going to be in the new foundations. Okay. So we already have that tool available to us. I think I did a little too much on this side. Oopsie. All right. So this is the Luminous on this side. I'm going to let that sit, and you should be able to tell, especially in this light, because I brought up my light quite a bit, the difference between the Luminous and the matte side. Okay. So this is matte. This is Luminous. Do you see the difference? Not a lot of shine here. And this is more dewy looking, more soft. It's not going to, neither one of them is going to settle into fine lines, but it just depends on the finish that you like. So I'd like to hear from all of you out there. Who likes the matte side? And who prefers the Luminous side? Put your comments in. I would love to know what you think. Okay. So we're going to let that sit for a minute as I talk to you about our complexion sponge. So you want to get with your consultant to be matched for sure. Now, these products that I'm talking about tonight, your consultants will be able to order them. Some of the consultants on here will be able to order them starting May 10th because they have early ordering privileges. Maybe they were a star consultant or they enrolled their customers in the preferred customer program. The rest of the consultants on here will be able to order on the 15th. So ask your consultant when she's able to order the new summer products. If I am your Mary Kay Beauty consultant, guess what? I can already order them. So if I'm your Mary Kay Beauty consultant, let me know. I can get you anything that you see here tonight. Okay, so we have mixed reviews. Some people like the matte. Some people like the Luminous. It's kind of torn. Linda Garcia says the matte looks best. Somebody else said the matte. The light from your camera doesn't really allow me to see the difference. Okay, well, let me do this again. Let me get a little closer. So here's the matte. And here's the Luminous. Okay, so maybe you can see the difference now. Oh, Lynn says they both look great. They're the same shade. They're the same shade, but one is Luminous. One is more dewy, okay? And you'll probably be able to see the difference more as it sits there and as I put a little bit of color on. All right, so talk about early ordering. Also, one thing that's important to bring up, all the products that you see here, that all the products that you purchase from your Mary Kay Beauty consultant have a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. So what that means is if you try the product and you don't love it, let's say you buy the matte and you're like, ooh, I think I made a mistake. I think I need the Luminous. Not a problem. Give it back to your Mary Kay Beauty consultant and she will do a product replacement for you. You can try the other formula. Everything you can either use the credit to try something else, or you can get your money back. So you're never stuck with a product that doesn't work for you. We want to be here for the long time. We want to be your Mary Kay Beauty consultant for life. And so that's important to know. Is there a preference, matte versus luminous for 60-year-old skin? Yeah, I actually would say the more mature the skin, luminous looks better. That's why I'm considering going to luminous. I'm 53 and I just want a more, luminous does give a more youthful, dewy look. Now, if you're in your 20s and you have oily skin, matte probably is your jam. Or if you just prefer a matte look, that's fine too. But overall, the more mature you get and the drier your skin, luminous is the recommendation. Okay. Oh, Felicia says they're both. Oh, thank you, Felicia. She likes them both. Okay. So yes. So that answers that 100% guarantee. So now let's talk about this cool sponge I was using. It's a multitasking sponge. You can buff. That's what I was doing with this on the rounded side. I was buffing with that side. So see how it's like angled on this side and round on this side. So you can buff, you can blend, and you can bake with powder. So it works with cream, it works with liquid, and it works with powders. But if you want to use powders, you definitely want to use a dry sponge. So I dampened this. You use it damp to use with cream and liquid, and you use it dry to use with powder. Is one shinier? Yes, one is shinier. So the luminous side is dewier or shiny, you could say. That glowy, you see that glow? It looks very hydrated and moisturized. That's what the luminous gives you. The matte gives you more of a dry look. That's the difference, okay? So going back to this sponge, this part you can use the flat edge. You can use to blend corrector and concealer. And this flat edge you could use to bake. So since my sponge is already wet, I'm not going to use it to bake. But how you would bake, this is Mary Kay translucent powder. You put a little bit in your lid. And now if my sponge was dry, I could take this and dip in there and set under you. Baking is for setting areas that tend to crease. So where do we tend to crease? We tend to crease around the eyes, right? And so if this was dry, I would dab that in there and I would press my pressed powder there. So it will set the under eye corrector and concealer, but also prevent it from creasing. But I'm going to use my finger right now to do that because my sponge is wet. So I'm just going to use my finger and put that powder under there. And then what you do is you let it dry, and then you can go back and use a big fluffy brush like this to brush away any excess, okay? So I'm just going to do that really quick. All right. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put this back on there before I make a mess. All right, any other questions about that? All right, so let's talk about some other beauty tools that we have. Now, I do want to let you know, news alert, there is going to be some price adjustments in some of our favorite products starting May 16th. When the products officially launch on your consultant's website on May 16th, there's going to be some price adjustments on some of our favorite items. So I actually have the list right here of some things that are going to have a price adjustment. So if you love the oil-free eye makeup remover, get it before the 15th, okay? If you love Ultimate Mascara, if you love, get with your consultant to get the entire list. If you love the Time-Wise Repair Set, get that before the 15th. But some of our beauty tools that I'm going to talk about tonight will have a price adjustment on May 16th. So first I want to talk about this liquid foundation brush. I love this brush. I use it all the time. It's dense. The bristles are dense. And there is no banner for this one. So the liquid foundation brush is dense. It has smooth application. And it's only $14 through the 15th. After that, there's going to be a price adjustment. Okay. So if you don't have this liquid foundation brush, I highly recommend that you get it. The other beauty tool I want to talk about is the blending brush. Now, people think this is a sponge, but it actually is a brush. It's very, very dense bristles and it blurs and it blurs lines. It just gives you a really nice photo blurred finish. And it's for fuller coverage. And this one is $16 through the 15th. So if you want it at that price, get it before the 15th. And then the last beauty tool I wanted to talk about is, of course, the all over powder brush. This is the one I use to use my setting powder or my translucent powder, do a light dusting, or like I baked so that I can brush away the excess. Oh, I know what brush I forgot. That's all right. We're good. We'll do what we do. Okay. So this brush is not going to have a price adjustment. So this will be the same. It's $18. So the right tools will make your makeup look effortless. Okay. All right. So any questions? I don't see any new questions. Okay. Moving on. The next new product that I want to talk about that is in your catalog is the brand new Fanorama. It's actually, it's a long name. Lash Love Fanorama Define and Lift Mascara. What? Yeah, it's got a long name, but let me show you some of its features. So the first one is it has a triple, hold it up this way so you can see. It has a triple zone brush, okay, with soft silicone bristles, and it grabs every single lash. So let me take off the excess. It even has little bristles on the end that will help you get those lashes in the inner corner and the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and put my mascara on while I'm doing this. So you can see here, it's starting to look dark again, right, hon? Mm-hmm. I wonder why. Oh, it went down accidentally. Okay. Turn my light up a little bit. Okay. It has vitamin E and it has panthenol. So what does that do? That moisturizes your lashes and it strengthens lashes. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply this as I'm telling you about it. There will be no flaking, no smudging, no smearing. And Mary Kay, of course, they had some testing. That's what I love about what we do. Mary Kay always has outside testing. So there were 167 women that tried this product over 10 days. You want to know what they said? 92% said that their lashes stayed fanned out. 93% said their lashes were defined and separated. That's what these little silicone bristles do. And 84% said it did an instant lift effect, like a lash lift. So I'm curious, put it in the chat if any of you have paid to have a professional lash lift done. Put it in the chat. I've actually paid, and I've even paid for my daughter as a gift to get her lashes lifted. What it is they basically do like a little perm on your lashes to keep them like curled for weeks at a time. But it really does only last about 4 to 5 weeks, and it wasn't cheap. Plus it took time. You got to go to the salon and you lay there and they put the chemicals on your lashes and, you know, you're there for a good hour. So it's an hour of your life and it only lasts for about a month. So this gives that nice lift without having to do that. I didn't even curl my lashes, you guys. So I didn't cheat. And my lashes are straight. Okay. So I did not cheat. I did not curl in advance. And as you can see, I'm using the little bristles to get those little edgy ones in the inner corner. Okay. Now I'm going to do the bottom really fast. So this mascara, we talked about that, is $18. Okay. So we do have, this completes our collection. We have 3 other mascaras. No, 4 other mascaras. So this makes a total of 5 mascaras. So the mascara that is going away is the Lash Love mascara. So if that was your favorite, just the regular Lash Love, you need to stock up on that with your beauty consultant. Okay. because that's going away. Get it while you can before it's completely gone. But this Lash Love Panorama Define and Lift mascara is taking its place. Okay, I'm not going to mess with that anymore. All right, so and it's the pink one. It's the only one that we have that's pink, so you can know the difference. But I'm going to quickly talk about, if you like your lashes different ways, we have the Mary Kate Great Heights mascara. That's this one. It has a curved brush, and it adds 34% more length with one coat and up to 73% more length with 3 coats. That is $18. We also have the Great Heights waterproof mascara. It also has that silicone brush, but it's straight. And the waterproof formula does make your lashes stand at attention. So if you curl your lashes and you put this on, they're going to stay all day. Of course, we still have a crowd favorite, the Ultimate Mascara, that adds volume and length. And this is the only one that comes in black brown. All of the other mascaras come in black. You can get this Ultimate Mascara in black and also in black brown. Now, this one is going to have a price adjustment. So if you love the Ultimate Mascara, you're going to want to get that before May 15th, okay? Then there is the Lash Intensity Mascara, and this one adds 200% more volume. Can you tell why? Look at that brush, right? It's huge. It's enormous. So this adds 200% more volume, and it's $18, but only through May 15th. Ooh, so if you want that one, get it while you can, okay? That's important for you to know. Get it at that price before the 15th. All right, mascaras. Let me move on. I'm kind of running a little slow on time. Okay, this I am really excited about. These are limited edition color items. We love limited edition color items, don't we? These are limited edition cheek blush sticks. Now, I used them on my cheeks and my lips, okay? So what's special about these is that they benefit the Mary Kay Charitable Foundation. So $1, when you purchase these, $1 from every product sold goes toward to find cures for cancers that affect women and to end domestic violence. And we've raised over $18 million globally since 2008 with this initiative, okay? So some of the skin-loving benefits they have is jojoba oil, coconut oil, and vitamin E. And I'm going to use one on one side and one on the other so you can see the difference. There is a pink version that's more pink. That's this one, yeah. And that one is, what's the pink one called? I don't have my book right here. Well, hold on, please. So a Spark Change. Spark Change is the pink one, and the Kind Spirit is the coral one. So I'm going to put Spark Change on this side, and the blush stick, how to use it, I like to just dab it, and you can blend with your fingers or you can blend with a brush, and that's what I forgot was my blush brush. So I'm going to have to blend with my fingers. Ooh, you know what? I'm actually going to use the other side of this. Haha, that's what I'm going to do because I forgot my brush. See if we can improvise. And so it gives a more dewy look. See how it's very soft, and you can build the cover, to the coverage you want. So I'm just going to tap here, and I'm also going to put it on my lips so you can see what this one looks like. Oh, Joanne likes that. Awesome. Okay, here we go. So I'm also going to use it on my lips. Look at that. I love this. And again, it's creamy. It's hydrating. Remember, it has jojoba oil. It has vitamin E in it. So, and let me blend this side a little more. And remember last month when we talked about the 5-minute face, you could probably even do a monochromatic look. Let me go this way. And put a little bit on your eyelids. Let's just have fun with it. Put a little on my eyelid to give a little pop there. This is truly like your summer makeup bag needs this, okay? And it's portable. So you're just going to put the lid on there, pop it in your purse or your pocket, and you're good to go for touch-ups. So what do you guys think? It's a pretty color. It is a pretty color. Did I put enough? I didn't want to get carried away. All right, that's the Just Kind. No, it's not. That's Spark Change. You two can be awesome. All right, let me try the other color. On the other side, the coral, which is called Kind Spirit. I'm going to dab that one on this side. And I'm also going to put it on my lips. And I'll put it on the other eyelid. Good thing I'm not going anywhere. All right. Okay. Kind Spirit on this one. I tend to be a coral girl. I really like coral. I like pink too, but I like the coral. So very versatile. Let me do a little more on this side to even it out. So what do you guys think? But would you prefer the pink? Do you prefer the coral? I think you need one of both, to be honest. Like you just need them both. Now I'm going to do the coral on this eye. That little, just to give a little something, something. And now I've got my 5-minute face. So that's the coral side. What do you think? The coral is a lot lighter on the lips, though, I will say. If you want something more bold, that would be the pink. And then here's the pink on this side. So what's your favorite? Looks great on the eyelids, right? I know, Phoebe, you would never guess, but you could use it on the eyelids too. Make a whole monochromatic look. Okay. So someone said they like the coral. Someone said they like them both. Yep. Those are super fun. Those are 20 each. And they're going toward a good cause, right? We love that. All right. Last thing. Am I on my last thing? All right. Yes, I am. So the very last product that I'm going to feature tonight is the sample in your catalog. Dun, dun, dun. We got to the finale. This is the sample in your catalog. And do you want to know what it is? Do you want to know what it is? It is the Men's True Optimist Cologne. It's actually Eau de Parfum is what it's called. And so, you guys, when this came in, this was actually the first thing I took out of the box because as sales directors, we get the products early. I took it out of the box and I was like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. And Jason will tell you, I even sprayed myself with it because I think it smells so good. In my opinion, I think this could be a unisex fragrance, but Jason, you can bet anything. Jason's going to be wearing this tonight. Okay. So let me tell you some of the notes that it has. So citrus, the top note is citrus and sweet fruit. The middle note is cypress and florals. And the base note is vetiver. Okay. I just love it because it's so clean. You guys, you'll have to get this. You definitely want to get this. And it's great because Father's Day is right around the corner. June 21st is Father's Day. So this would make a great Father's Day gift. So would our men's skincare line. We have our men's cleanser and facial hydrator and a men's shave cream, which I use that on my legs and shaving my armpits too. Works really great. But I do want to remind you that we do have other men's fragrances. I'm not going to go through all of them tonight. Yeah, you love the name. I do love the name too. True Optimism. Yeah, and citrus is so good. It's a real clean, light scent. So the opposite of clean and light scent would be our Men's Domain. This is like a real man's man fragrance, okay? So if you like have a more rugged man, then Domain. You can smell it already. Yeah, Phoebe. So Domain would be a man's man. Then we have our Cityscape, our men's Cityscape. They actually changed the bottle. It doesn't look like this anymore, but it's also it's more of a woody scent. It has Italian bergamot in it, French lavender, very great fragrance. And then of course we have the men's high intensity line. There are 3. So there's the high intensity sport. This has like fresh amber, also has bergamot, birch, and amber. So this is very sporty for the sporty guy out there. Then we have high intensity ocean, very clean smelling. The high intensity oceans is citrus marine. It has water fruits and sea mist. That's a lot. And then this fragrance to me just smells like a sexy man, but this is men's high intensity. And high intensity, it has fresh, it's a French word I can't pronounce. It has lavender, oak moss. So we have so many men's fragrances. What are you doing? Oh, he's putting some on. Okay. He's putting some on. All right, he's silly. But our men's fragrances, I got to tell you, are so reasonable, you guys. Like if you've priced men's fragrances out there, if you were to buy a bottle from Sephora or Ulta, a men's fragrance like this, you're going to spend $90, $100, maybe more. All our entire men's fragrance line runs from $45 to $60 is the highest priced one. So our men's fragrances are super reasonable. All right. Well, let's pull up the viewing specials for tonight, honey. Our producer's going to pull those up. Nope, that's the third one. It's the one with the products on there. Yep, that one. And you can take the Optimist banner down. So these are the specials for tonight. So all the products, the new products that I feature tonight. So the Time Wise Foundation, the Panorama Define and Lift Mascara, the True Optimism, the Complexion Sponge, and the blushes, the special edition cream blushes. You get a discount when you pre-order and pay your beauty consultant by May the 10th, when most of them can order the product. Okay. So you'll see the prices there. Let me put my glasses on. I can't even read that. It's so small. Okay. So the foundation, instead of being $28, you're going to pay $24. The Lash Lift, Define and Lift mascara is normally $18. You'll pay $16. The men's fragrance, $55, you'll pay $47. The complexion sponge, $14, you'll pay $12. And the blush sticks are $20, but you'll pay $17 when you order and pay your beauty consultant by May the 10th. All right. All right. You can take that down. Thank you, producer. So really quick, I always like to share about the Mary Kay opportunity briefly. This may or may not be for you, but you know what? Some people start a Mary Kay business to make money. That was my reason. I was 25 years old when I started Mary Kay. I just needed extra cash. And I didn't know anything about makeup or skincare, but I definitely needed extra money. And some people start a Mary Kay business to save money, which is really smart. If you saw all the products, if you're like, gosh, I use Mary Kay head to toe, it does make sense to be a Mary Kay beauty consultant and get it 30 to 50% off. And that is sometimes what draws people to the business, and that's fine too. But we are looking for people who want to build a business or want to save money. Either way, what it takes to get started in Mary Kay is the shopping sheet. Do you see that? Nope. That says 2020. Yes, that one. What it takes to become a beauty consultant is $35. That's what it takes. That gets you in the door, and that gets you your consultant number and your My Shop website for free. And you can choose to add the Pro Start that gives you over $400 worth of products to try and demonstrate, and you can have get-togethers in person or virtually. And I hope that this is a good thing for you to see. Like, we can get together in person, but we can also work our business virtually. And join us. I do these YouTube events at least once a month, and this is how I support our team. So if you're thinking about, gosh, I'd like to do this, but I'm just so busy and I don't have time to do parties of my own. Well, become a beauty consultant on our team, and you get to invite people to these events, and you can have sales from your own customers, but I do the party for you. I also want to invite you to our Pearl Party every Thursday night. I do a Pearl Party, and it's on Zoom. And it's only 30 minutes from 7:30 to 8 p.m. every Thursday night. If you have questions or you're just curious about our pink world and you want to peek into pink and see what we're about, join us on Thursday night. I always do a product drawing, and come to the call with questions. What would you want to know about starting a Mary Kay business? How could you do this if you don't know people, or if you're more of an introvert, or you don't know anything about makeup or skincare, or you've never sold anything? Those are great questions to bring. And when you listen to the opportunity this month, you go into our May drawing. So we have a special for May, and anyone who listens to the Mary Kay opportunity goes into the drawing for these fabulous designer handbags. Aren't they gorgeous? These Michael Kors purses. So on the right-hand side is the customer purses, the pretty pink one and that gorgeous tan one. The one on the left is for beauty consultants. And you could also win some cash. So purses or cash, I mean, not a bad deal just for listening to the opportunity in the month of May. Your consultant will enter you. All right. I think we covered everything except our drawing. So my producer, my handsome husband, will you pull up, and he's going to do the drawing. Now, let me share with you what you win. When you win the drawing tonight, you get your choice of one or the other in the blush sticks, the Kind Spirit, the coral one, or the pink one. So, all right, producer, spin the wheel. Let's see who won. Oh my goodness. Annette. Well, I don't, hopefully we didn't have more than one Annette on, did we? Okay, so I believe that's Annette Thomas. Annette Thomas, you have your choice of Kind Spirit, the coral one, or Spark Change, the more of a pink one. Let me know which one you would like, and I'll get that off to you. I want to thank you all again for joining me tonight. Can you see? I can really see the difference in the foundation. Can you? This is the matte. This is the luminous. The luminous side is just glowing. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Annette says the pink. Okay, Annette, pink it is. God bless you. Thanks for tuning in, and join us next month for our event. See you then.